Welcome everyone to week 4 of my what am I calling it? My mental health instability, whatever. Basically just week 4 of my Bears review. Here we go, Bears Lions. Let's go. Let's get right into it. Yeah, so I'm just going to talk about the game again as always as the game highlights are going on in the background. First of all, like as you can see here, the offense actually looked really competent for once. Like whenever we saw Nagy playing, I was able to just see like predict every single play which is about to come. If you know what that means, like every first down it'd be a run, every first it'd be like run pass, run screen pass punt, run screen pass punt, run screen pass punt. That's all there was every single time. And as you can see here, look, that's like not really a deep ball, but you can see like, that Darnell Mooney, Justin Fields to Darnell Mooney connection was insane all game. Like, look at that. Look at that catch. Man, Darnell Mooney's just such a good player. And then I think this is more like David Montgomery's, or no, this is Damian Williams. Didn't I? Forgot he played that much this game. This is the David Montgomery touchdown. He's just such a beast, man. Like, he's just actually so good. Like that, he just, I don't even know what to say. Like, he is just so tough. Like that second touchdown I think that he scored, like where he just like kind of piled through like every single player. It was crazy. And then there's a Jared Goff highlight. But I think a Robert Quinn highlight should be coming up here, which brings me to my next point. That's embarrassing. Not that it was not a Robert Quinn highlight. But I'm waiting for the Robert Quinn highlight to come up because I want to talk about my next point. You know what? Whatever. That is a pressure. I'm going to count that. I really want to talk about like Robert Quinn like this whole season. Like I was so vocal on the Robert Quinn hate train last year, but I'm so glad to see that he's actually balling out this year. Like I don't know what happened last year. I did read something there that he had like nerve damage causing drop foot, which absolutely makes sense considering how he played. Like he really played like non-aggressively. Look at that. There's a pick, and that's actually my next point that it's going to get to. But like, makes sense that like he wasn't. Oh wait, no, that wasn't a pick. I forgot. The refs just hate the Bears, or I think that is incompletion, or you know what? This whole game was really. This whole game was really confusing. I think, this is the challenge which led to that really weird. Yeah. Here's the weird. That's what I was thinking of. I don't even know what that was like. Anyways, let's go on. Like I was talking about Robert Quinn, right? Like how he had drop foot last year. That makes sense considering like how he didn't really like he just didn't play that aggressively. Couple that with like Pagano's, which is Pagano's like terrible defensive scheme, like dropping back Quinn, Mac, Roquan into coverage, all that stuff. Like it's really nice to have someone like Desai, who actually is this a deep ball? That's what I was talking about. And that's really what I was talking about the offense. Like the offense just looked competent again, right? Like I said, like Nagy, it'd be so predictable. Like run pass every single time. If me sitting on my couch can predict what's coming next, that's probably not a good sign for an NFL franchise. Lazor switched it up. Lazor's playing to Fields' strengths. That's the first down I was thinking of. Like that scramble was amazing. Like you won't see any of that with Nagy's play calling. Okay, and then this is the Montgomery touchdown I was talking about, like where he's just workhorse through the entire defense. Like look at that. That's what I was talking about with the offense. But yeah, back to Robert Quinn. Sorry, I'm like all over the place, but it's just when you're seeing the highlights, like you got to actually kind of talk about them. But yeah, this is where like the insane quarterback pressures come on. Stupid flag. I really don't. This really weirdly reffed game, honestly. Like it. I hate complaining about refs, but like, you know what I'm trying to say. I think I'm saying enough without actually saying it. Anyways, it's good to see like Robert Quinn actually playing aggressively, having a defensive coordinator who's actually playing him in his natural position. I think like honestly, like I read somewhere that like if Dak wasn't injured last year, Quinn would have made a strong case for comeback player of the year, which I completely agree with. Like he has been so good this year. And then again on a side note, like Desai, I want to talk about Sean Desai, like his defensive schemes, which is maybe not the best idea now that like we're showing the lines in the red zone. But yes, he has had some scheme issues for the first 4 weeks. But overall, I actually think he's looked really, really good, especially considering he's a first-year defensive coordinator. There are like, you can see like the shades of Fangio and the way he schemes defenses and the way, he just designs the offenses. But it's nice to see like he's actually scheming everyone to their strengths, like I was talking about earlier, like with Robert Quinn, allowing him to like play way more aggressively. That's also freeing up Khalil Mack, because you can't have like two double teams at once on the offensive line, especially when you have Akeem Hicks, Khalil Mack, and Robert Quinn all rushing your offense at once on the pass rush at once, right? It's really nice to see like everyone like Roquan Smith, Khalil Mack, Robert Quinn, even Bojack. They're all kind of playing like it's 2018 again. It's just been really nice to see. Like I know I was really disappointed that first game against the Rams week 1, but like since then it's been really enjoyable watching the defense for the most part. Yeah, there's the Robert Quinn pressure. He didn't get the sack there, but like that's what I'm talking. Like we didn't see any of that from Robert Quinn last year, which is really good, and it's just been really nice seeing Sean Desai run the defense, because it reminds me of 2018 kind of. Like our secondary definitely needs some work, but like really just seeing like the defense just be as explosive as it was. There's Robert Quinn's sack leading to the like Khalil Mack strip or whatever. Completely forgot that play, but that's the one I was talking about mainly. Just it's really honestly been helping reduce the shock of Fuller being gone, I guess, which has been really nice. Then the final point I wanted to go to now that he has the ball, talk about Justin Fields. Or he didn't really have the ball. I think that's a Wildcat, actually. I don't know. I wasn't really looking. Sorry, I was looking at my notes. But there's Fields. Like, Fields, he's so good. Like, you can see his talent. Of course, he's still really raw because, like, he kind of just got thrown in, not expecting to start, because Dalton's injured. But, I mean, like, I think this is the one pick I was thinking of. Like, and do you really count that as a pick? Because it is a tip, right? So besides that, like he had a pretty good game. Like any offensive mistakes he makes are honestly expected, because like why wouldn't they be? Like he's a rookie quarterback, a really pretty raw rookie quarterback as well. So man, so you really wouldn't expect like too many like boom, boom, bam, whatever plays from Justin Fields. But he's been really good. Like, especially with the scrambling. Remember, like, I was talking about a little back then, like, after that deep ball to Mooney, and then, like, the really quick, like, scramble out to first down. I think that is, like, a 10-yard scramble, too. I seriously don't remember the last time we had a quarterback who could run like that. I've been, like, seriously watching the Bears since, like, 2008, 2009, 2010. Like, the post-Super Bowl appearance eras, but, like the kind of like the final years of Lovey. Been like really watching since then. So like my quarterbacks have been Jay Cutler, Mike Glennon, Mitchell Trubisky, and Justin Fields. Like Trubisky was pretty fast. Like he could scramble, but like he suffered from huge confidence issues after 2018 because I think he injured his foot, right? If I'm not mistaken. Like every Bears fan knows, I think this is in 2019 where he had like a wide open scramble to the Was it? I don't know. Lost for words right now, but a wide open lane to the end zone, and he just kind of like slid out or like ran out of bounds. Like Fields isn't like that. Fields is just aggressive. Like he just does it with such ease. He does it with such precision. Like the way he scrambles is just amazing. Also, like after the game, he was like giving just cash to kids outside Soldier Field. I think they were just standing outside his car and he was just giving them cash. Pretty funny video to watch. He is truly a man for the people. And now, like overall game thoughts that I had, not just like specific stuff, like how does it bode for the rest of our season? Again, like I said after the Browns game, I'm really not trying to put too much like stock into this game, because after the Bengals game, I'll admit, even though I kept on saying I'm not going to get hyped, I definitely got hyped, and yeah, we all saw how that turned out. And the reason I really don't want to get hyped for this game is because, look, it's the Lions, right? They're 0-3, 0-4 now after our game, right? And, oh, my, Montgomery is so good. I think this is his knee injury, though. No, man. I don't know what I'm saying, honestly. Anyways, what I was trying to say was, it's just been, like, it's the Lions. Like, we really shouldn't be putting stock in this, but like my positive optimist take on this is that, like, listen, it may just be the Lions, but like this might be exactly what we needed to get back on track. Remember, Lazor was calling plays this game and not Nagy. So hopefully, I really, really hope that this is like the opening call or wake up call for Nagy to actually like give up play calling duties permanently. Because, like, I mean, I don't think he is, because all the comments he made after in the post game interviews was like he was being like really non-committal on whether or not like Lazor was even calling plays this game or not. Even though, like, us Bears fans, you know, a lot of us are just detectives, and so like they pretty much people figured out that Nagy wasn't calling plays because I think Fields motioned to like get to like repeat the play, and Nagy wasn't talking. I think like he might have. I don't even think he had a headset on, but like people were like doing like all sorts of detective work to try to figure it out. So we all knew by the time like the post game press conferences came around that like it wasn't Nagy calling the plays, but he was still like really non-committal, like making some weird cryptic comments, even though it was really weird. I really don't get what's up with Nagy and play calling duties and stuff like that. And there's a Khalif. I think he scored 2 touchdowns this game, right? Pretty good. Yeah, kind of blanking. Oh yeah, like I'm just trying to say, like, I really hope that he. Wow. See, sorry, I was just like kind of staring at the highlights there. Like, I think this fumble, like, yes, oh my goodness, 3rd and 32, right? Like that fumble. Yes, he fumbled it, but like look at how like aggressive he is at getting it back. Like this and the one in week 2 as well. Like week 2 and week 4 are both like really what we should expect to see from Fields this year performances, I think. Like, yes, he fumbled it, but like did you see the what am I trying to say? Just like the hustle he had to try to get that ball back, to recover that fumble. Like, I thought he was just lying on the ground there, but next thing you know, he's the one who's running after the ball, like in that fumble that they just showed. So it's been pretty good. Yeah, again, like, thoughts for the rest of the season. Of course, I'm not going to use this game as any stock because it is the Lions. They're 0-4 now. They've been doing pretty good against big teams, like first half against the Packers, all of that Ravens game until that like unheard of 66-yard field goal from Justin Tucker, because you know Justin Tucker is just like a different animal. Like he's not a real person. He's a mutant or something. But you know what? It is just good to be hopeful for Bears offense again. Like I said this after the Vikings game too. I don't think I even had a YouTube channel after the Vikings game last year where Lazor first called plays, but we just looked like a real offense again. We looked like an enjoyable, like an offense that actually produces an NFL level. That's what I'm trying to say. Like when you look at Nagy, all you can think is like, how is this an NFL level offense, right? I'm serious. Like a lot of the plays just seem like so stupid. Like how can anyone come up with that? I'm getting ahead of myself here, but that's like the whole thing I'm trying to say. Like at least, hopefully with Lazor, it's going to be different. Like, it's going to be more of this. Like, the offense just looked aggressive, deep balls from Fields to Mooney. We're actually playing to, like, we signed speedy receivers for a reason. I said this last week. And yet, Nagy is, like, constantly calling, like, checkdowns and screens. Like, that's the problem I had with, Nagy's play calling. Lazor actually played to Fields' strengths, allowed him to scramble if needed, like, had a lot of play action passes, had a lot of deep passes, stuff like that. Allowed the offense to just like play like a coherent offense. And wow, Damian Williams flip. That's not Damian Williams. It's no idea who. Was that Marquise Goodwin? Marquise Goodwin flip. That's the game. That's the end of my review, I guess. Actually, no, I have a little bit more stuff to say. Let's pause it here. Like final thoughts. I know I've been like rambling on a lot, but like final thoughts. Fields is good. I really hope like he continues to get first team reps in practice and like continues to be the starter from here on out, because he's proven himself to be like a good quarterback. Still has some stuff to iron out, that's just the adjustment from college to the NFL. Honestly, he's been playing better than Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, and Mac Jones. And yes, I'm saying taking into account the Sunday Night Football game that just happened against the Bucks. He's been really good. All we need is just like him to get more practice with the team. All we need is like, him to just get more NFL game experience. So I really hope, based on these last 3 now performance by Justin Fields, that like we actually keep him in like as starter for the rest of the season. I'm sure like Dalton like does not care because he's been really supportive of Fields too. It all really boils down to Matt Nagy, and also, defense is looking good. Offense looked good today because Lazor was calling plays. I really hope like Nagy's weird cryptic answers during the press conference today doesn't mean he's taking control of the play calling again, because I will be really mad. Next week's video will be me being depressed, I'm sure, because first of all, we're playing the Raiders, and the Raiders are good again. Man, cannot believe that. Raiders are good again. I'm sure if Nagy calls plays, I'm going to be like as mad as I was last week against the Browns and week 1 against the Rams. So, yeah, I think that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. A little long, 16 minutes now, I think the longest review I've made so far, which is, I just got stuff to say. Hope you enjoyed. Hope I didn't bore you out too much, and I will see you next week. Or maybe actually Tuesday, because Bulls preseason is starting. So maybe I'll see you Tuesday. Maybe I'll see you next week. Who knows? See ya.